So, Ben Cutler, we finally get to hear you talk in person about Project Natick, and it's exciting. When I first heard about the Project Natick, I thought it was kind of just a random flying a kite and something that was not a real practical idea, but just to see if it could be done. But as your presentation said, this is not a moonshot.
Yeah, I think that often when you look at new things, initially you say, well, that's just impossible, that will never happen. And then you just learn a little more and say, okay, well, that's not really too probable that it will happen. And our goal is to drive us all the way from impossible to inevitable. And so I think that we will know after the next phase of this project, is this something that has legs and will carry on or not?
Okay, yes, because there's an impressive list of benefits, right down to the fact that inshore waters have like the cheapest possible land to put things on. The politics are simple, and the data can be located close to the places where it's supposed to be. And you can run down that list, and then a lot of people will just say, but I can't get at the racks, and that seems to be a showstopper for a lot of people. But there are long-term reasons why people might not want to get to the racks and the servers so often in future.
I think that people have this fear about getting to the racks because that's the way we do business today. We can look at lots of other industries that started that way and became much more hands-off over time. And so a related industry would be telecom. So if you go back a century ago, it was a purely manual process of connecting individual calls. And eventually, over a period of decades, that migrated to buildings that just sort of sit there, they do their thing, no one knows what goes on in them, you're not allowed to go there, and it just works. And there's no reason to expect that we can't get to the same place here. It's just the economics have not supported the effort to try and go down that path, and we think it does now.
Right. And having people in the data center is a mixed blessing anyway.
That's right. To support people has a lot of requirements. We have to provide them oxygen, places to work. We need a kitchen, we need parking, we need big red buttons that they can hit when something goes wrong so they can get out for safety. So there's lots of things that you need to do to support people. And so there's a trade there of not having the people there to replace things when they fail. But we think that this environment may be a much lower risk, much lower probability of failure environment that we see in data centers today. And that's one of the things that we're trying to understand better and learn in the process of going through this research.
Okay, so this Natick is better than a conventional data center for masses of reasons, way too many to go in now. So we're going to start doing this straight away and go live with commercial Natick data centers as soon as we possibly can. How soon is that going to be?
Well, ultimately, I think that really depends on how our research turns out. One of the things that's worth noting is that data centers are an exponential. And what that means is that every time we do a new generation of data centers, there are more data centers than the last time by a large margin. So today, Microsoft, in a given month, probably deploys more servers than we had in the entire world just a few years ago. And so what that means is that most of the data centers that will ever be built might not yet have been built. And so there's lots of opportunity to have an impact on the industry, bring more renewable energy, lower impact on the environment as we try and do better and smarter things going forward.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.